I have to skip Carnival because I have to get to Beg for Forgiveness. And it's funny because honestly, Carnival to me is the weakest song on this album. It will probably be a 9 out of 10 if Carnival wasn't on this album. I'm just keeping it real. But what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Read My Soul, and I'm back with another review for you. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's being blessed. Yes. Here is my official review of Kanye West's Vultures. Yes. Ain't over in the morning, you'll be running back to me. So as some of y'all may have heard, Kanye took over Super Bowl weekend and released one of his most controversial albums ever. Everything about it is controversial, for the way he released it, to the album rollout, to the cover. The cover is very, let's just say his wife is very scantily clad. This is one of the more controversial Kanye albums because I don't think people really know how to take it. On the lyrical side of things, it's not Kanye's best performance. It's actually probably Kanye's worst performance when it comes to lyrical ability, but when it comes to a cohesive sound, it's one of his best, and it may even cohesively be better than Donda. I think Donda was definitely very much Kanye trying to do too much, and for me, there was a lot of highs on Donda, and I think Donda is an amazing project, especially the rollout. And I think that's a very stadium album. I think some of those songs are just whoa. But Vultures is, I still don't really know how to take it. I don't really know where to put it. I don't think it's his worst album, but I definitely don't think it's his best. There are a lot of people out there that are saying it's better than Kids See Ghosts, saying it's better than Watch the Throne. A lot of those people are younger Kanye fans. They don't really understand the magnitude of Watch the Throne. The rapping on Watch the Throne is some of the best I've ever heard in my life. So I definitely don't agree with those people. Those people are younger Kanye fans, and they might have been 9 or a 10 when Watch the Throne came out, so they don't really understand how big of a moment that was. And then I think a lot of Kanye fans have it out for Kid Cudi. I don't think they really like Cudi like that, but to me, Kids See Ghost is an amazing project. 2 of my favorite Kanye songs ever is Reborn and Kids See Ghost. Those are like chef's kiss when it comes to Kanye production and Kid Cudi singing. Let's get off into Vultures. First things first, leave your comments on how you feel about Vultures in there. Is it his best? Is it his worst? I personally think, after dealing with it for a few days, I think I did a recap like the day after the Super Bowl, which was Monday. It is now Friday, so Vultures has been out for like 5 business days. It has been out for almost a week, and I think it has definitely risen up as far as some of my favorite Kanye songs. I gave it a 7.5 during like my first 24 to 48 hour recap, and I think that it is definitely a solid 8. It is very, very good from the very beginning. Stars is one of my favorite songs. I just love gospel Kanye. It sounds like an outro or intro to, like, you know, if he was to get on the stage, I think Stars would be a very good outro. Keys to My Life.
I want to give you the keys to my life, to my life, to my life.
I love the bridge of a song. I love those little quirky moments of a song that Kanye is notorious for. And the end with, I think it's India Love, to my life, to my life. I love that part. Paid is probably one of my least favorite songs on the album, but I think it's definitely a club record. I think if I'm a little loosey off the goose, I was like that, I think that I would definitely love that. I'm just trying to get paid. I think I would love that song. So I think that song is more of a, you have to have the right setting for that. If me and my wife was cleaning out the house and the kids are gone, put on Paid while we're cleaning and while we cooking, yeah, I think that'd definitely be a good song. But it's one of my least favorite. The Talking song, I think Talking is very cute. As far as Northwest, I think it's very cute. I think it's very dope that he got his daughter on there. You don't want no, I love the sample. I love where the sample came from. You don't want no problem. You just, I think that was amazing. Another year, we're gonna take over. I actually like the Clouds song. Once again, the clouds are, Ty Dolla $ign sounds angelic. And I just, before I get further into it, I just want to, man, shout out to Ty Dolla, man. Ty Dolla, definitely, I love Ty Dolla. I've always been a fan. He reminds me of Casey and JoJo, like that. Ooh, yeah. Like, he reminds me of like old 90s R&B. So shout out to Ty Dolla for carrying the album. Ty Dolla went 10 for 10 on this album. It's 16 songs, Ty Dolla went 16 for 16 on these songs. So shout out to Ty Dolla. Shout out to Ty Dolla Sign. He definitely had a moment.
I've been waiting all night for this moment.
This album is definitely Ty Dolla Sign's moment. I love his voice on Talking. He sounded angelic on there. I love conscious college dropout Kanye. So I love when he gets in his gospel bag. I love it. It's what I fell in love with from him because I grew up in the church and my favorite part of church was always the gospel. If you've ever visited a black church with a good choir, that joint can have you feeling like you in the club for Jesus. You be in the club for Jesus. It's funny because that's how I feel about Ye, is that he's the club for Jesus. But back to me.
I know that it ain't over. In the morning, you'll be running back to me.
Beautiful but naked titty bitches don't fall out the sky, you know. Let me tell you how I know. I think that song is amazing. It's definitely a troll song, but when Ty comes on the in the morning, you'll be coming back to me. That joint is so good. Ty just, man, shout out to Ty again. One more time for Ty. One more time for that man. That dude definitely showed his behind, but the best performance was Freddie Gibbs.
Why you gonna go back in your blessing when I anointed you? Beautiful big titty.
Shout out to Freddie. Shout out, my bad, Freddie. I had to throw that joke in there. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs taking over the whole album. He had a 5-year foreign-like performance. He is probably the best rapping on this album. Amazing song. My wife really likes Back to Me, so I know that it's a good song. I be trying to force that Kanye on her. She ain't gonna take everything. She gonna tell me what she like, and she like Back to Me. So Back to Me, an amazing song. I love Kanye's voice. The sky, you know. But then we go into Hood Rat, where Hood Rat is kind of like hit or miss for me. It depends on what kind of mood I am. This may be my least favorite song. Paid is not my least favorite song. Hood Rat may be my least favorite song, but like always, Kanye has those parts of songs. He just has these little sections of songs that I just like, I freaking love. And Hood Rat has the Have Mercy Lord. I love that Have Mercy Lord part. I think it grows on you over time, but maybe one of my least favorite songs. Do It is another club record, which I think will definitely like is placated more to like the clubs. And I think with this overall album, Kanye was trying to make music that sound almost commercial, like very clubby oriented. Like I can do what those guys are doing, but even with more like feeling into it. So Do It is one of those records. Nipsey Hussle starts the record. Amazing record. Again, Hood Rat, Do It, Talking, Paid. Not really my favorite half of the album. That's why I think it's a solid 8, because I can listen to them. I don't have to skip them. I can listen to them. They have parts of the song that I want to hear, and Kanye is good for doing that. We should study how Kanye will have a terrible song, but a good minute of it is like you can't get enough of it. Do It is one of those songs. I really like that. Yay. You know what I'm saying? I like that Payday. Like I like certain parts of Do It. Amazing song. Definitely a club record. I'm more of a conscious music person. Some of this isn't really for me, but if it's Ye gonna pull it out of you. I don't care. If you don't like vulgar music, Ye gonna pull it out of you. Then we got Paperwork. Let me get my paper right. Like I like it. That's just classic Kanye to me, where it's like very trolly. It gets stuck in your head. Paperwork, Do It, Hood Rat, some of my least favorite songs, but decent songs overall. They're like, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 songs. These are really good songs. And then at the Paperwork, probably my favorite overall song, and it's Burn. Oh my God.
Couple wrong turns to fry you forever. It's a permanent perm.
Who ain't cash a check off my name? Amazing. Probably Kanye's best rapping performance on it. I burn 8 billion and take off my, I really like Burn. I think overall Burn is some of the best Kanye rapping on here, if not the best Kanye rapping on here. So Burn, woo! And this is did I say this is an independent album? Did I say this? Shout out to Kanye for releasing an independent #1 album. Yeah, and no disrespect to Chance the Rapper, but this is a legit independent album, at least as far as I'm concerned. You know, they always got some type of tricks on behind the scenes. But I believe, with all the controversy, this is an independent album. I don't even think the industry care about his words, because like I said, there's pimps, drug dealers, murderers, and killers, offenders in the industry. But what they don't want you to do is to know that you can be independent. They gave Drake a ton of money, so he would not go independent. And I think that's what a lot of the Kanye and Drake and Jay-Z and Dame Dash beef is about being independent and taking back ownership and cutting out the middleman. Let's go into one of the best songs on the album that I can't really discuss because it's pretty vulgar. It's probably the most vulgar song on the album, but it's so good. And that's F Some. F Some. Fook something. Fook. Fuksumn. Fook something. Amazing song. I'm trying to something right now. I'm trying to maybe want to kick me out. I love those parts of songs. Oh my goodness. But a very vulgar song. I can't play it around my children, but 9 out of 10 song. No cap. No cap. Now let's move on to probably one of the more controversial songs, and that's Vultures. I always thought Vultures was an amazing song. I love Lil Durk. I'm not a fan of Lil Durk, but I like his song with J. Cole, which is a more conscious record. And I like him on this. Y'all on Easy Ugg. I like Bump J's verse. Better do your homework. Y'all need to do your homework on Bump J. I like it. I like Havoc's version better because I'm from New York and I like I like that bass. I think it's a very dope song. It sounds a lot better on the album. I think that if you listen to that live, like I just Scooter's chick, how I'm Semitic. I think that having people yell that and scream that, crazy. Title track, fire. One of my personal least favorite songs, and that's Carnival. I'm not a fan of Carnival.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
I like when he said, I'm the Ye Kelly chick. That's me to me rich. Now I'm Puff Daddy rich. I love that part, but not really a fan of Carnival. Which is funny because that's what all of these young new Kanye fans are liking. Hey, that's for you. Not really a fan of it. Probably my least favorite track. I haven't listened to it at all, really, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, let me go back to Paperwork real quick. He had Quavo on Paperwork, and Quavo sounds so good on Paperwork. Kanye just brings the best out of people, bro. I think that's why the industry hates him, because everybody needs a full project by Kanye. Paperwork, I gotta put it more up there because of Quavo's part. This is the reason why you need more time with music. You need more time with art. I feel as though everybody that gave their opinion, like their final opinion so quickly, will eventually over time change, because you gotta give it time to breathe. With Kanye's music, there's so many nuances into it. You gotta give it time to breathe. But let me go back to Carnival. Carnival's not my favorite song. Sue me. You get me? I'm not gonna be the one that's capping up here. Some of y'all know y'all don't like the song.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap is one of my least favorite songs on the project. And even more so because the next song is probably overall Burn, and the next song, Beg for Forgiveness, is just amazing. Oh my goodness. And I live a lovely life. Show my kids alright, and it is alright. And if I go tonight, no, I live a lovely life. Oh my goodness. Chris Brown and Ye, they need to do an experimental album, because Chris Brown and Ye is peanut butter and jelly. Look, Ty Dolla came on the end of that. I will wait. Killed that, but yo, Chris Brown and Kanye, oh my goodness, they are so good. Overall, this is the best song on the album. Burn and Beg for Forgiveness. If you say anything else, I don't trust your opinion. If you younger and you like Playboy Cardi and Travis Scott and them, I can understand why you like Carnival. Not a fan, bro. Beg for Forgiveness. I have to skip Carnival because I have to get to Beg for Forgiveness. And it's funny because honestly, Carnival to me is the weakest song on this album. It will probably be a 9 out of 10 if Carnival wasn't on this album. I'm just keeping it real.
You are really dumb. For real.
Let's go and move on to Don't Die. Good Don't Die, which I got another video coming out about how DSPs aren't good, and this is one of those reasons. I purchased the $5 digital copy from Kanye West. I still have Good Don't Die. Some of y'all out there that are using digital streaming platforms, which have been trying to stifle Ye's entire release, you don't have Good Don't Die, which I think is one of the best songs on this project. I think this is up there with the top 5 best songs on this project because it sounds so much like 808s and Heartbreaks up there. Good Don't Die, another amazing song, but it's no longer on DSPs because I believe Donna Summer's camp is suing Ye for the rights to that. So, we'll see how that goes. I think Ye did interpolation to where he grabbed a different artist and had her sing it, so, I think they're going through issues with that. But, this happens. That happens with DSPs. The good thing about direct to consumer, you don't have to worry about things like that. I got to learn the actual facts of that, but Good Don't Die not being on DSPs is why I personally believe you should always go direct to consumer and buy it from the artist. And good thing Kanye sold Vultures strictly for $5 digitally. But then we're going to go to Problematic.
Everything I do, they do get Yeezy set the trend.
Which is probably people's least favorite song, but I like it. I like it. I thought it was a dope song. Nothing really to talk about. It's just a dope song. I think it's really good. It's funny because it's Beg for Forgiveness, Don't Die, Problematic, and then King. And then King is like a great outro where he's just like drunk off of his ego. And it's pretty good. I just really like music. I don't critique music. I just listen to it and enjoy it for what it is. Now, I rap myself. I do have freestyles on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, Read My Soul of the same name. Follow me on Twitter as well, Read My Soul of the same name. Snapchat, Read My Soul. You can find me on all those things. You can look at my freestyles and a lot of the other content that I don't put on here. But I'm a musician myself. I don't really consider myself to be an artist, but I am a creator. And every once in a while, I drop a dope freestyle. So, I'm a musician myself, so I understand the creative process. I don't really want to consider myself a critic, but I like to review music and give you my thoughts and opinions. I'm not deep diving into every song. That's not for me. Leave that to somebody else. I don't think anybody can really do that. Rolling Stones, Pitchfork, Anthony Fantano, none of those people, unless they are artists themselves, they really can't talk. So this is just giving my opinion, really. It's not even like a review. It's just my thoughts. And I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. And the fact that it's going through and causing so much disruption, it can be a 10 out of 10. Like the whole overall thing can be a 10 out of 10 because you're seeing in real time a person get his independence and show the industry that there is another way. So Vultures, it's pretty amazing if you ask me. My favorite 5 songs off Vulture is a 16-song project. Beg for Forgiveness, Burn, Keys to My Life, Stars, and Back to Me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Back to Me. Those are my 5 favorite songs off the projects. I actually probably spent those back the most out of all of the songs here. And everything else, it is what it is. It's an amazing project. Sorry to keep y'all here so long. What are y'all thoughts on Vultures? It is the independent album about to go #1. Kanye took over the Super Bowl. We got Beyonce fans out there releasing some country music. It's been very interesting so far this year when it comes to music. If you think about last year, it was dry. Shout out to Michael by Killer Mike for having a Grammy. I honestly thought that was the best album released last year. I'm still bumping that. So, this is going to be a very interesting year. I think Drake might release something. Kendrick might release something. Cole might release something. I think we're going to see a lot of the heavy hitters release something. And if Kanye has 2 more of what he just did, I think it's going to be a great year for Kanye fans. We're going to be eating good, boy. We're going to be eating good. We're going to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a video. Tell me your thoughts on Vultures. I'm out. Peace.